Guys, we have finally put together the full vlog tour of Minden and Gardnerville.
Absolutely. We get tons of questions asking about like kind of rural Nevada, and so we wanted to put that together for you.
Yeah, these two little cities are literally the best, I think, of all worlds. Super close to BLM land, National Forest.
Lake Tahoe, Carson City, you're nestled right up against the Sierras, basically.
Exactly. So we always talk about views, but these views, the proximity to the Sierras.
Gorgeous.
Stay tuned. Welcome to the Living in Reno channel.
I'm Ryan Chikvara.
And I'm Joe Hanich. We are doing all things living in Northern Nevada.
Eat, sleep, play, hike, bike.
All the fun stuff. Golf,
you can
drinking,
think of.
biking, your real estate needs. We are trying to put out content and videos every single week. We love doing it. And as much as we love doing that, we actually are licensed real estate agents. So
We'd love to help you if you're moving this way.
exactly.
We got the answers.
You got to call us, you got to text us, you have to email us.
And what, if this is your first time to the channel, Joe?
If this is your first time, you got to hit that little subscription button.
Ding that bell every time we put out a new video.
You got to tap that little bell. It helps us tremendously. And
Today, what are we talking?
we appreciate the support. Right now, we are doing a deep dive into Minden and Gardnerville.
Exactly. We get a lot of questions, Carson City questions, Spanish Springs questions. We get them all. So we try and bring all that different information to you. And recently, we've been working with some clients who got us going down to Minden, Gardnerville. And so
Just want to get out of town a little bit.
absolutely.
Right? They love everything that Northern Nevada has to offer. The lakes, the hiking, the lifestyles. But they just want to get out. You know, they don't want to be so close to the city centers, things like that.
Yeah, as time has gone on, Reno's starting to feel a little bit bigger. And, you know, we got Carson down the road, which is still 60,000 people. And so Minden, Gardnerville's a little bit lesser than that. So, you know, it's the three bears story.
Definitely.
Too big, kind of medium, and then just a little bit more rural, a little smaller. So,
Exactly, and it's very rural. It's growing quite a bit. Population size, though, Gardnerville, we are looking at about a little over 6,000.
yeah.
Minden, just a little over 3,000. So pretty small still in
Yeah.
comparison to the Reno Sparks area when we're pushing, you know, surrounding areas close to 500,000.
Yeah, and like we said, you know, a little bit more of a rural feel, a lot of ranch and farmland out that way. So.
Exactly. So we're gonna jump into it. Not gonna waste time, unlike some other videos out there. We're no BS on this channel. The reason we have so many people reaching out or wanting to head to that area, again, is the space. One of the big ones is the BLM land, Bureau of Land Management.
Tons of land out
Exactly. You've got over 300,000 acres just to the east of you, outside of Minden and Gardnerville. And then just kind of to the southeast, you've got the Toyabe National Forest, which is about 150,000
there. Yeah,
acres over there.
southeast, southwest as well. So yeah, basically just south in general. But
Yeah. And I mean, as far as like recreation stuff out there, you're side by side, you're four wheeling, camping, you can get lost out there for
all that
days.
good stuff, yeah.
Shooting ranges, right? A great place to kind of get out and shoot targets. Hunting, if that is your thing. Look at that hat.
Check it out, dude.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That's that mossy oak camo.
Yep, had to bring it out for the old Minden, the old, you know, like we said, a little bit more rural, so I had to bring it out for that one.
I love it. I love it. What else? What do you got?
Well, so other amenities out there too. So other than you got a lot of outdoorsy stuff. They do have, and so this was my personal favorite growing up, the Carson Valley Swim Center, right? So Carson City has its own pool, and it just does not hold up compared to the Carson Valley one, right by Douglas High School there.
Not even close.
As a kid growing up, we used to make that trip probably 3 or 4 times a summer. Friends had birthday parties out there, but I mean, they got two giant water slides, one that runs outside and comes all the way back inside.
You got some B-roll of that. That was impressive.
Yeah, a rock climbing wall on the outside pool, so you can do some like rock climbing and then jump into the pool off of that. Carson, I don't believe has a high dive still. I might be wrong. It's been a minute since I've been there.
Catch up, Carson.
But
Jeez
yeah,
Louise.
Minden, Gardnerville's pool had a high dive, so that was the one growing up too, where you know conquer some fears and whatnot. But absolutely just love that space.
That's sweet. Obviously great for the kids.
Yeah.
Open year round.
Yep.
And yeah, just
Tons of, yeah. I mean, just it's it's head and shoulders above. And we were laughing a little bit. They've won Carson Valley's best place to take the kids 7 years running, so it's the spot for the family. That's
How
for sure.
long has it been open for?
It's been since I was a kid, Joe.
So 30-something years.
I think they came up with that category 7 years ago, and they've won every year since. I'll put it that way. So
back to back to back to back.
But yeah, on top of that, some other things for the adults. Bentley Heritage Ranch. It's in an old flour mill. So in 1906, this flour mill was built. In 1960, they stopped operations there, and then it was sold a couple times over. Bentley Heritage took it over and turned it into a distillery. And so they make a real good vodka. They've got a bunch of gin. I'm a gin guy, so Juniper Grove gin, very good.
I'm a whiskey guy.
They're aging that still.
Currently have that aging, so they're not going to release.
They said until it's ready.
Yeah. So who knows?
So, but they do tours there, tastings, all that sort of stuff, and there's a bunch of old built-up cars in there and stuff. So just a really cool spot when you're driving down Main Street there, basically the Minden Gardnerville kind of main drag. It's like you can't miss it.
Definitely.
It's
then
gorgeous.
The building is beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never, when we were driving through, I'm like, I've never been through downtown.
I kept telling him, we got some B-roll for you, but I kept telling him, like, I know it's coming up. And he's like, how long am I filming for? I'm like, it's around the corner or something, dude. I know it's coming. So.
People were super nice. They didn't want to pass us. I had the camera out out of the car window.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to pass us. And so I felt bad kind of holding up traffic. But once we did finally get to it, it's beautiful.
Super cool building. So
yeah,
cool spot to take, just a date night, whatever it may be. It's like by appointment only, but something to look into, obviously.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
And then they also, all of their grains and stuff, they supply.
Absolutely.
A lot of local people here in Reno that are distilling any kind of spirits.
So yeah, some other stuff to do in that area though. We always talk golf. Carson Valley Golf Course. That's another cool place to take the family, not just for golfing. They have foot golf, which not every course has. I know we've seen some courses out here this way with starting to do that a little bit more, get like frisbee golf and stuff like that. But
starting to gain some more money, right?
Yeah, in a cool spot. You go out there and just kick a soccer ball around into a bigger hole. Obviously you're not kicking it 400 yards, but
or are you?
Yeah, who knows, right? No, but a cool place to take the family as well.
Definitely. And then the Lampe Park.
Yeah, so we got some B-roll of that for you too. Humongous. How many acres?
32 acres.
32 acres.
Right across the street, they've got a skate park too.
Yep.
It looks pretty brand new.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lampe Park, 32 acres, right? It's got the tennis courts, the basketball courts.
Humongous jungle gym. That was the first thing that caught my eye. I was like, holy crap, it had like 6 or 7 towers.
Soccer fields, baseball fields.
All that stuff. It's your central spot for the family. Only downside on that we noticed, right, was that they don't allow dogs there. So
yeah, we saw that. No dogs, but there's no way.
Yeah, no dogs and no glass containers, which I get the glass container part, but if you got a dog on a leash, I don't know why you're not allowed to have it at the park.
Just clean up after your dog.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all you have to do.
You never know. People suck sometimes, but
definitely.
As far as things to do, I think we've kind of touched on that pretty well. Proximity, right? So you're 20 minutes from South Carson.
Yeah.
15 minutes to Genoa, which is a cool little area. The oldest settlement, 1851, oldest settlement in all of Nevada, right?
Yeah.
So cool little Genoa bar down there. It's a watering hole that's been there from the beginning, basically.
The oldest bar in Nevada.
Yeah.
Is their kind of claim to fame.
Yeah, so a couple wedding venues out there. I just went to a wedding recently. It's just a beautiful area. You're tucked right up against the Sierra Nevadas. So
and same with Minden and Gardnerville. It's when people are wanting views with more land a little bit. That's kind of why we're discussing Minden and Gardnerville a little bit more. I don't think there's a bad view.
No, and we've got B-roll of that too. You'll see.
Just
drive.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
You've got the Sierra Nevadas. Basically, you're not right at the base, but you're close enough to where any home that you're at, you've got mountain views.
Yeah, and
whether they're filtered a little bit or not.
And that's the one where whatever you're driving home from work or whatever, it's at the right sunset or whatever. It's like just take it in.
Definitely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. That's that was definitely one of it, or one of the bonuses of
main draws, right? And then also proximity to Tahoe, right? So
just under 30 minutes to get to state line.
Yeah, so you take Geiger Grade, you actually it's a little bit of a windy road, but it's kind of a back road that leads you almost right into state line Nevada. So state line that touches right along the California border there, obviously. You've got some casinos and Heavenly up there, all that stuff. That's actually Douglas County. So
definitely. And that's, I mean, nightlife wise, as far as like Tahoe goes, it's going to be your Harrah's, your Harveys, your Mont Bleu,
all that good stuff up there. Good concerts.
Casino. Yeah.
And we've touched on that in other videos too, but yeah, proximities wise, that's going to, you know, you're as close as anyone trying to get to those places when you're out in Minden, Gardnerville.
Amazing restaurant. There's a lot of money over there.
Yeah.
And then also just heading to, or heading south past Minden and Gardnerville, right there on the border is Topaz Lake. It's actually a reservoir, pretty small, not that big, but a cool spot. I've driven by that thing multiple times, and right, being only 20 minutes away.
Yeah,
that's
just
a great
another
spot
place.
to
Yeah,
get the kids out, the family out.
And we've touched on that before too in other videos, talking about Spanish Springs and how close you can be to Pyramid Lake. And Tahoe can get a little bit busy in the summer, right? So if you're looking for somewhere to take out the boat or whatever it may be, but not have to deal with the hassle of the busyness of Tahoe sometimes during the summer, got Topaz right there. So
definitely. And if you weren't wanting to get to a lake or a different reservoir, driving wise, there's a possibility that you could live on a reservoir.
Yeah.
Right? The Damberg Reservoir.
Yeah, we've got some friends whose parents live up that way.
Exactly. So they live on the reservoir, have a dock going right to it. So in the summertime, we'll bring the family out there and do some wakeboarding and hang out and just cruise on the lake, which is awesome. And again, that's just east of Gardnerville there.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's just tons of outdoor stuff in that area that we love a lot. So, think we're good on that front. Want to touch on the schools a little bit?
Yeah, hit the schools.
Yeah.
We've got.
So you've got 8 schools total in that just direct Minden, Gardnerville area. 5 elementary schools. You've got Pinion, Menally, Scarcelli, Gardnerville Elementary, and Minden Elementary. Pinion's 9 out of 10. Menally, Scarcelli are both 7 out of 10, and then Gardnerville and Minden Elementary are both rated 6 out of 10. Once again, gradeschools.org. This is not our opinion.
Yes, definitely.
Third party, given those rankings there, but so all above average with a couple that are really up there.
Definitely.
The 2 middle schools, Carson Valley Middle School and then Pawalu, those are both ranked 5 out of 10, so right dead center. And then Douglas High School is the one and only high school there. I think we said it's got about 1,700 students right now, and they're rated a 6 out of 10. So, like we said, obviously not a huge community, so not a ton of schools, but you do have some options there as far as middle school, elementary school, and everything's average or above average. So
definitely, I like it. The last thing, real estate wise.
Yeah.
Right. So it is super small between the two kind of cities. There were under 10,000 people. There are some new developments going in out there.
Yeah, we saw some massive homes. I think we got
Huge
B-roll
homes.
of that as well.
Yeah, some big homes. So even price point wise, I mean, you could easily spend over $1 million out there. You're going to get the acreage, right? 5+ acres, maybe 10+ acres, if not more. You're going to have the amazing views. You're going to have a 4,000, 5,000 square foot home. There's also trailer parks.
There are, and there's other spots. I mean, we always say the smaller you get, you get a little bit more bang for your buck. You know, Reno's market went a little bit crazy this summer. It's cooling down a little now, but the further you get out, more rural, the better pricing you're going to get, right? So we just looked at a home for a client, about, what was that, 1,300 square feet, but it was on almost a quarter of an acre. And everything inside was all redone. So that was kind of the main selling point on that house. Turnkey move-in, but
priced at what, 430?
Yeah, 430.
Yeah.
So, but that was one of those ones, and we get that all the time when you're moving out this way. People want to own land that they can do something with.
Definitely.
You know. And so when you move into certain areas and you get the HOAs and the CICs and the regulations, and you know you got a big lot but you can't do anything with it. Sometimes, like, what's the point? And
Definitely.
So a lot of these areas, you can do whatever the hell you want with your land.
Yeah.
So
And some horse properties.
Yeah.
Out there as well, right? If that's kind of your thing. But I mean, every home kind of in between as well.
Yeah.
A lot of 3-2s. I mean, it's
they've got some track home type neighborhoods. They've got the individualistic neighborhoods, custom builds, all sorts of stuff. So they got anything you can really imagine out that way. They've got something for everybody. So
definitely. What else is that? I mean, I feel like we covered.
I think that's it. I mean, we got the amenities, we've got the schools. You know, where kind of the location. I think you're going to get a lot from the B-roll.
Yeah. So if that outdoor lifestyle is kind of something you're looking for, close to the BLM, close to National Forest, right? Still proximity to Carson, Tahoe, and all that stuff.
And then even Reno, right?
Exactly.
I don't think we gave the amount of time there. I think it took us 50 minutes from North Reno to get down there.
Yeah.
So
just almost an hour, pending traffic too, right? That was a pain in the ass coming back.
That was, yeah.
Right at 5. But with the new highway and whatnot, the connector, it's It's easy.
Oh, you're flying. Yeah.
Get you out there quick. But if that is something that you might be interested in, right? Call us, text us, email us.
Reach out.
Yeah. Get a hold of us some way, and we would love to discuss Minden, Gardnerville.
Yeah, we're based in Reno, but you know, I grew up down in Carson, and we just do everything northern Nevada. So
we'll travel
help you.
for work. That's us.
Thanks again.
Awesome, guys. Till the next one.